Unless that text is, "Hey, Mom, who was the drummer for Supertramp?" That can't wait.
100.7 WMMS.
Two 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007. You can text if you like, 35192. People are asking me if people are from Maine or called. I think they're called Mainers. I should have asked Amber from Lewiston, Maine. Say again?
Maynards. They're Maynards.
Maynards. All right. Well, there's Carolinians. There's Hawaiians. But when Amber called us from Lewiston, Maine, perhaps I should have asked her then.
From Maine.
From Maine.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Lewiston, Maine. And how's life? What do you do there in Lewiston, Maine?
Oh, I'm sitting right here with my coworker at St. Mary's Lewiston Medical Center. We're a phlebotomist. Hello.
Hi, I love it.
A phlebotomist?
Oh my God, I love a good Maine phlebotomist.
Wait, let's check the deep stuff. When's the last time you saw comedian Bob Marley live?
Comedian Bob Marley. Well, actually,
Comedian Bob Marley.
She knew exactly. Yeah,
of course.
If she hadn't seen Bob Marley live, she's not from Maine.
He's the favorite son of the Pine Tree State.
Mm-hmm.
Alan, why are people from Canada Canadians? It's not Canada. Right. That's my question. Oh, what a wild, wild language we've got. All good. Hey, the Guardians, even though they only played 2 in Cincinnati, they split that series. They lose to the Reds last night, 7-2. They are back in town tonight. Weather permitting, it'll be the first of 4 against the Detroit Tigers. One of our bureau chiefs from Michigan came by the studio window today. Rob
Saw that on your story.
is a listener in Marshall, Michigan, and he and his wife were in town for the Tigers-Guardians game. And
pretty cool.
took a little picture with him outside. Very nice dude. So, yeah, that is the first of 4 tonight. Guardians will stick around next week and host the Los Angeles Dodgers. 7:15 tonight is your first pitch. So 6:45 is when the pregame will get going with Hammy and Rosie and the whole Hee-Haw gang. We were talking yesterday about the woman who was suing Costco because she slipped on prosciutto. She went, prosciutto, and shot it across the floor and said that she lost some of her enjoyment for life. All the legalese that goes in, I assume, into, I've never been involved in litigation. And so, but when you get a lawyer involved, obviously they're going to fill it full of all kinds of flowery legalese, and that's their job. And so they're going to fill it full of phrases like lost their enjoyment for life. And we were talking about that story yesterday, mentioned that the woman had named her husband as a plaintiff because essentially his complaint was that her fractured ankle, that was what led her to not want to do anything with him anymore. It was tell you what, if the only thing between you and banging your spouse is a fractured ankle, you got bigger problems than slipping on some ham at Costco. But there's a public radio show in Boston because that's where this happened. It was a Costco in Boston. And the woman...
No, it was Italy.
That was the restaurant. Didn't happen in Italy.
No,
Italy.
Happened at an Italy restaurant.
Not a Costco.
Not Costco.
Oh, I'm sorry. Italy restaurant. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We made it Costco because we don't have Italy's around
Right.
here.
I'm sorry.
No, because of free samples.
Yeah, that's right.
She was headed toward the free samples, and
She
then
was
we
headed
were
to the free
talking about
samples. Yes, I'm sorry. Because
Costco.
Italy is like part restaurant, part store, whatever. You're right.
What is the one in Chicago that's like that?
Italy.
No, it's
Doodly.
huge. It's like a giant store. They have everything. They have like furniture. They have groceries. They have wine and
IKEA.
food. Rogers? No. I thought it started with an R. It's like a guy's
bell.
name.
Tony Chicago store.
Not a Kroger's, is it?
No.
No. Those are grocery stores. A guy's name. There was Marshall Field back in the day,
No.
but those are gone. That was like a high-end department store.
Don't we have any Food Lions up here?
Maybe.
Food Lion. You really missed the Food Lions, Poundcake?
I only
They're in the Carolinas.
Yeah,
That's
I was
probably-
You want a Publix
That's where I
too?
saw them.
Come on, that's the South.
Well, I just think it's a cool name, and they have a cool little logo.
I like HEB. Anytime we were
Giant Eagles.
Anytime we were in Austin, we go to HEB, and they have a really good mix of stuff. I don't know what they do differently, but I like
HEB
those
is
lot.
it's a good one.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Howard E. Butt.
Yeah.
That was the guy who founded H-E-B, and so he just took his initials. I don't know what you're thinking of, Mary. I'm not
I got
sure.
drunk at a grocery store in Chicago once, and I'm trying to figure
Do you
out.
remember what part of town? There was Dominic's. That was the big grocery store chain. But you're talking about like a superstore?
Maybe they didn't have furniture.
Well, you were drunk,
Just fell asleep
so
on someone's furniture.
There was
Yeah.
like a whole. No, there
your
was
recollections
a whole.
are going to be spotty at best.
It was multiple levels, and there was a
That's
whole.
called IKEA.
No,
It
no,
might
no.
have been the merchandise mart.
Or a
There
mall.
was a whole wine section where they had like tables and chairs and
Vinny's?
wine tasting event. What was it?
Binnie's?
No,
That's
like
mostly
wine
that's
tasting events. But it was a grocery store.
Okay, they're Mariano's.
That's it. Mariano's.
That's what took
it.
over Dominic's. Yeah, I grew up with Dominic's,
Mariano's.
but Mariano's over the past 15 years has been.
I was like, yeah, it's like a guy's name. Yes.
But that's
now
just
I'm
a
looking at
grocery
pictures.
store.
Well, I got drunk there. This was a few years ago. It was
Were
like
drunk there, or
2017.
you
No,
got
I
drunk?
got drunk there. My friend and I went there to get groceries. I was staying with him for a week. And we went there to get groceries, and they were doing like this wine tasting event. It was like $20, and you got to sample all these wines.
When was this?
This was like 2017, I think. And my buddy was doing. I went to go see his like improv graduation show, and I did stand up while I was there. And we went to Second City or whatever. Anyway, we went to go buy. I was like, I'll buy you groceries if you let me stay with you for the week. So we went to go buy him groceries and ended up getting hammered at this wine tasting.
Yeah, because those are just grocery stores.
Well, they had wine tasting.
Yeah, they're owned by Kroger. I mean, they're but they bought out the chain that I grew up with. However, I did drunk shop there one time. We were at a friend's house, a bunch of us having a party many, many years ago, and there was a Mariano's a couple of blocks from their house, and I drew the short straw and had to make a liquor run. And I was already like 3/4 of the way in the bag, and so the line was so long that I'm just standing there grabbing things in the impulse aisle. So I have like gum. I grabbed Gwen a copy of Shawshank Redemption on DVD.
Nice.
So I went in literally for like 2 bottles of things, and by the time I got up to the lady, my arms are just full of like impulse items because I was hammered, and I was by myself. Having to go back to the party. Poundcake, are you going to Pentatonics tonight?
I am. I'm trying to save up my energy.
I was going to say that I didn't realize that show was tonight, and that I saw a blurb on it, and I remember you saying you were taking your mom.
Yeah, why? What was the blurb?
No, that they're in town. I didn't realize that show was tonight.
Yeah, I'm going tonight. And
That's at Blossom? You got to haul ass to Blossom?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why aren't they doing Playhouse Square?
I don't know.
What is pentatonic?
They're a
Pentatonics is-
cappella, right?
I think they were on like some competition show. It wasn't The Voice. But
I thought
it
they
was
blew
like
up
America's
from
Got
Pitch
Talent.
Perfect or something.
America's Got Talent, I think.
I think they were on America's Got Talent around the time Pitch Perfect was out.
Okay.
So it
And
was
they-
just like the perfect storm of
Yeah, so they do like
a cappella.
TikToks and
Ugh, I didn't think anybody could make Imagine Dragons worse, but they managed to do it.
and that's like my mom again, just like she flocked to the TikTok monkey during COVID. She found these guys on TikTok, and that was like her escape for like 2020 to like just kind of decompress. And she watched all their videos, and I saw they had a Groupon concert. Well, I saw their concert on Groupon, and I was like, all right, I'll just buy the tickets. That'll be your Mother's Day present. So I can't not go. I already flaked with Derek Huff. I just want her to be prepared because my mom has not been to a concert in God knows how long, especially Blossom. She doesn't know that she's going to have to walk, and she's old. So I'm trying to prepare her. I'm like, it's crazy out there. And I don't know. I don't know if she's prepared to sit on the ground because it's just, I got them on Groupon, so they're cheap tickets.
But are they lawn seats?
Yes. I just want her to be prepared.
Because they have the lawn open for Pentatonics.
Me too. I thought they would just have it at, maybe it was a routing thing or something, but I thought that was something they would have at Playhouse Square. Hey, listen, they've sold a lot of records, so it's not like they can't draw. Yeah. I mean, I'd be curious to know how well they do draw, but I mean,
I'll let you know.
They got a hot chick in that band.
Yeah, I might have to leave a little early just because even though it's at 8, I don't know if my mom's going to be ready, and I have to drive all the way.
Oh, you got to go pick her up.
In Oberlin?
You know my mom does not drive highways, so yes, I have to do everything. It's gonna
You
be
guys are
all
not going
me.
to make it.
So this is a real production. You are not going to make it.
How many openers do they have?
One.
Lauren Elena.
She's a country singer.
All right, sir.
Well, I don't care if it started. Like, I did my job. I bought the tickets and I drove her. If she's late, that's on her because I know how to get there. I've been there before. And maybe the traffic.
Does your mom live in Oberlin?
She lives in Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's not.
It's
Well,
the
Lorraine
exact
to
opposite
Cuyahoga
direction.
Falls,
Yeah, no, I
It's
know.
an hour and 10 minutes. So it's going to be 45 minutes from here, then, or a half hour from here to get her, then take her all the way down, and then take her back. And I have to work tomorrow. So I'm like, ugh. I'm going to be up till 2 fooling with her. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Right.
August.
Uh-huh. Well, you might get lucky. I mean, they might not. You might get there right as they're going on.
Well, that's
Are
fine.
you leaving
I'm
early?
glad my
You
mom
should
doesn't
leave
like
early.
music.
I said I'm probably going to leave a little early, but my mom worked last night, so she's probably asleep right now. So I'm going to call her like, listen.
So you got to, let's game this out. You got to leave here and go to Lorraine.
Drive 40 minutes to Lorraine.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then drive
and
an
then
hour
drive an
and 10
hour
minutes.
to Blossom.
Correct.
That's
So
2
to
hours
get
right
there, wait a minute. The concert starts at 8 or they go on at 8?
No, the concert starts at
Yeah,
8.
so they
Okay,
probably
so
not
you've
gonna be out
got to
till,
like
They'll probably
8:30 or 8:45.
9 o'clock. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
probably get there when they go on, and that's fine because she doesn't. Right, that means that's less time you're there.
Correct.
They'll do 90 minutes. You can split.
But with parking and everything, did you get like a parking pass or you got to park like Blossom
You
parking
got
and walk a
lawn
mile?
I got it on a Groupon.
So you got to walk a mile.
Correct.
He got it on the Groupon, so
Oh,
he has to.
I am-
He has to actually park at the Brecksville reservation
Yeah,
and walk to
right.
Blossom.
You should just walk from Lorraine, honestly.
I'm excited
The
for
Hinckley
tomorrow
Boathouse.
Yeah.
when he's got stories about his mom complaining about the walk or
not
him
that- I
complaining
mean-
about the walk. One of
He's
them's going to
fit
be
now.
really mad about it.
He's fit now. So
Yeah, but he still doesn't like to.
No, it's
Do
not
that.
me. It's my mom. Because
You
I
heard
already know
how he referred to his mother. She's old and doesn't like to walk.
she doesn't like to walk. Like
She's a nurse. She's walking all day long.
and she doesn't want to do it in her free time.
Free time.
like-
When I'm not working, I want to sit.
I'm just trying to prepare her. Not that I'm going to leave her, but she's going to complain. You're walking, boy. You walking too fast. I'm like, I'm walking normal, and you want to see the show, don't you?
The
Come on.
things that you do for your mom.
Maybe we'll get her a scooter or something.
Are you going to get her any merch?
I ain't got money
Will
for
you-
that.
Oh, really?
I bought
You
the
buy
tickets.
her a Pentatonics T-shirt?
And he's not going to pay for parking.
I bought the tickets, and I'm not gonna pay for parking. How much is extra parking?
it's like $70.
Not absolutely not. We walk.
Hmm.
At dawn, we walk. I don't
Bro,
care.
at dusk you walk.
I would put my mom on my back rather than pay $70 for parking. Absolutely
Oh.
not. Absolutely not. We had months to prepare for this. I bought this back in when's Mother's Day?
May.
May. We had 2
And this
months.
is just. Did he say when's Mother's
And
Day?
he said 2 months.
3 months.
Ah. And this is all just because you whiffed on Derek Huff.
Absolutely.
So when this is over,
The guilt still
you're
has me.
like,
Wait,
I'm done.
I thought Vegas was because you whiffed on Derek Huff.
She's been milking it. No.
Yeah,
the
it never goes away.
Jabberwockies.
Yeah.
Jabberwockies was Derek Huff.
But she called an audible on Jabberwockies.
Well, we were supposed to go see Derek. Yeah, we were supposed to go see Derek Huff in Vegas, but it was also she was like, we haven't taken a family vacation, which she was right. We haven't taken a family vacation since like I was 17, and that was like to Myrtle Beach or whatever. So it's been a long time since we've gone someplace together. So I will.
By the
give her
way,
that.
it's supposed to rain most of tonight.
Ooh,
Like they're
get
touching,
canceled.
they're touch and go with the Guardians game.
Oh, well,
So
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
get your ass out there, and it's gonna start pouring.
Well, I didn't confirm. Like I bought my Groupon tickets, but I didn't like press the little thing where you can't get a refund yet. So let's see.
Mhm.
Maybe
Well,
I
that
do
you
my
can
right.
rent a lawn chair, bring a blanket. I mean,
That's not going to keep out the rain.
does your mom have a handicap placard?
No, because she's not handicapped.
There's plenty of people who aren't handicapped who get those. They're like, oh, I used to work with a guy at PBS who had lost his pinky toe, and he got himself
Throws your
a
balance off, man.
whatever.
Maybe
I mean,
we'll-
he could still walk. He looked fine. You'd never know it, but he got that handicap placard. He could park wherever he wanted.
We could borrow my brother's. Let me stop. I'll stop by his house on the way home.
You should.
Can I get your tag?
You
bro?
can park up front for free. I got completely sidetracked. The lady who slipped on the prosciutto,
Oh,
the
yeah.
prosciutto,
Yeah, yeah,
right? So there's a public radio, Idea Stream here in Cleveland. WGBH is the big public radio station.
What?
Huh?
Oh, GHB. Hold on.
You're thinking of
Yeah.
GHB. That's right. WGBH is the big public radio and television powerhouse there in Boston. And an old Italian woman called in, all mad, She felt compelled to defend prosciutto's honor.
I love
She
it.
wanted, have you heard this? She
No,
wanted to
but I
let
love
everyone
it.
know that that lady filing that lawsuit was a piece of crap.
You are putting me over the edge today.
Why?
With this story of the prosciutto.
Yeah.
I'm almost 80 years old.
Yeah.
I eat prosciutto all the time. I have never slipped on a prosciutto.
Well,
There you go.
you'd be a great
You'd be a
witness for
good
the
witness.
defense.
Yeah. What do you make of this, Liliana? You think she's exaggerating and making this up?
Oh, please. First of all, prosciutto is a cured meat, and it does not have the greasy shine.
That's a very good point,
that
actually.
mortadella has.
Exactly.
Or Coca-Cola.
Very good point. Yeah, we got it.
Sorry. You serve it with the melon. You
Yeah.
don't have grease on the
No,
melon.
it's
you
true.
serve it with figs, and you don't have that grease.
Now, Liliana,
So, I
would
don't
you be
know.
willing to testify as an expert witness for the defense if you're called?
Absolutely.
I knew you would.
I cannot stand such stupid women that have no idea what Italian food is and Italian customs and all that. I just
Liliana, you're the best caller in like a month. You got to call us
Yeah.
again soon.
Stupid women. Now, that's a completely ridiculous thought process there, that the woman could, it's not a
not
greasy,
greasy.
cured meat, so there's no way she could have slipped on it, but it's not bone dry. Of course she could have slipped on it.
No,
A little piece of crudo on the floor, of
Oh, you're
course.
gonna listen to Alan Cox, or are you gonna listen to the lady that knows her Italian meat,
Liliana.
Liliana?
Yeah, all right.
Who threw that ham at me? Who threw that ham at me? Hey, please, did anyone see? Who threw that ham at me?
That sounds like John Roberts doing Linda Belcher, but it's Fred Schneider from the B-52s. I love Who Threw That Ham
Let's
at
go
Me.
garbage can.
Yeah. So anyway, that old lady called, "Ay, these are stupido women, stupido." Of course she could slip on prosciutto. Now, the question remains.
I want to see this episode of Mythbusters.
Yeah, right.
What meats can you slip on?
That's right. Hamon.
Chamon.
Hamon. He was moonwalking all over that prosciutto.
Yeah.
Prosciutto melone.
That's how he was doing the moonwalk.
That's
he had
right.
prosciutto under his
He
feet.
put cured ham under his tap shoes, and then he was sliding all over the place. He's
Yeah.
like, it's not greasy enough.
If it was salami, you couldn't argue that. Salami's greasy as hell, but that's what makes it so good.
Salami is greasy as hell?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Guess you're right.
I got a hot dog with bologna in my panties. Got a hot dog with bologna in my panties. Got a hot dog with bologna in my panties. Got a hot dog with bologna in my panties. Got a hot dog.
Okay. I got a break. You want to send a text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com if you prefer to watch, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WM.